today's video, I'm doing a video that was highly requested. It's actually been highly requested for the past few months. I sat down to film it once and it just turned out so horribly that I didn't want to upload it. So I'm finally getting around to refilming it, and that is how I edit my Instagram photos. And I know a ton of you will probably ask about this choker, so I'm going to link it down below for you guys along with the shirt that I'm wearing, just in case you're wondering where they're from. I will have them in the description box down below for you guys. But yeah, today's video is just going to be about how I edit my Instagram pictures and just some tips and tricks that I have for you. And I think you guys will be shocked when you hear like some of the things that I say in this video, because it's pretty simple when you know these little tips and tricks that I use. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that I do that may not be practical for absolutely everyone, but if you can take your photo on something other than your iPhone camera, not saying there's anything wrong with your iPhone camera, just if you can take it on a professional camera, if you have a DSLR like I'm filming with now, the pictures just come out a little bit more crisp. And I honestly like a mixture of professional style like photos and iPhone photos. I feel like when you put them all together, it just makes all your photos look professionally taken. So that's a tip that I would use. It is a little tedious to like transfer them from your camera to your Instagram, but it's worth it in the long run. The next thing that I like to do, and I pretty much do this with 90% of my photos, and that is using the fade filter. And I actually learned this tip from my friend Drew. He has a YouTube channel. He actually has an entire series dedicated to like Instagram and tips and tricks. So I'll link that down below for you guys. But using the fade filter, which is actually a built-in iPhone filter for your photos, just like, I don't know, it just makes them look so cool and really amazing. So I like doing that with a lot of my photos on my feed, just because I feel like it gives them more of like a vintage vibe and it just makes them look super cool. So I like the way that that looks on my Instagram feed. When it comes to actually editing the photos, you'll be shocked to know that I only use 2 apps, and one of those is actually the Instagram app, and the second one is Facetune. I only use Facetune for the purpose of, it has a whitening app, which is basically used to like whiten your teeth and probably whiten your eyes. You can use it to just make whites appear more white. Sometimes when you take the photo, they're just beige, and it can just kind of brighten up a photo and make things pop more, make everything look a lot better. So I like using that whitening tool. And then as far as the Instagram app goes, they've made so many updates to it that if you use the editing in there and you use the filters that they already have, they are absolutely amazing. I will list off some of my favorites of the filters on the actual Instagram app right here. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head. I want to say like Juno and Slumber. So just most of those I like using, and honestly, like with the Instagram app alone, you can do a lot with a photo and make it look really good. Another thing that I also like to use the Instagram app for is having a separate account that you don't really use, and you can basically post your photos on there before you post them on your actual feed, so you can already see what they're gonna look like on your feed before. So that's just kind of how I look at things and make them all flow together nicely. Sometimes I care about my feed looking all cohesive and having a theme, and other times I don't. I'd honestly say I don't really care about having a set theme as much as I like just like a mixture of photos. I feel like sometimes when you just have like a mixture of fun photos, it actually looks better on your feed than when you like stick to a theme. I tried to do the whole white theme and I hated it. If you guys scroll through my Instagram, you can see it. Another thing I forgot to mention when you are editing your photo is messing with the contrast. To me, I find does wonders, and it's something that I do for my actual photos. Sometimes it's not the brightness that's the issue, it's more so the contrast of the photo. So that's definitely a little tip that I have for you guys. I hope you guys found this video helpful and like these little tips and tricks. I will have my Instagram link down below. It's just my first name @Nastazsa if you guys want to follow me on there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!